Tonight on CTV3 News, Prime Minister John Briceño speaks on Jose Abelardo Mai's resignation. Did the former Minister of Agriculture resign due to diplomatic pressure, or is there another reason? And with Mai out of the picture, who will take up the Ministry of Agriculture? We'll tell you. Belize Coast Guard Eusebio Espinosa faces a disciplinary process from Belize Coast Guard after he pistol whipped a 43-year-old man. And Coast Guard personnel confiscate 400 boxes of cigarettes on the banks of the Rio Hondo. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Tuesday, November 18th, 2025.
Looking for quality, tasty, and easy to prepare meals? Look no farther. M&M Frozen Foods, proudly distributed by United Distributors Limited, brings you a wide range of delicious frozen delights, perfect for every occasion. From frozen pizzas, quesadillas, garlic bread, jumbo samosa, cocktail samosas, pizza pockets, spring rolls, and happy noodles, M&M Frozen Foods is fresh, flavorful, and convenient for busy lifestyles. Whether you're planning a quick dinner, hosting a gathering, or stocking up for the week, M&M Frozen Foods has you covered. Available now at leading supermarkets and stores nationwide through United Distributors Limited. M&M Frozen Foods, extensive variety to satisfy every craving.
Attention farmers, the New World screwworm is a serious threat to livestock, pets, wildlife, and humans. It causes yield losses, damages the quality of meat and skins, and can even kill them if left untreated. Check your animals daily. If you see any wounds on them, treat them immediately. Prevention is key. Apply approved healing and fly repellents to the navel of newborn animals after dehorning, ear tagging, or any other practice that leaves wounds on your animals to ensure your animals' well-being. If you notice worms in unusual wounds, report them immediately. Call Baja at 824-4872 or text or WhatsApp 670-7003 or call your nearest Ministry of Agriculture office. And don't forget, never transport or receive animals with injuries. Together, we will prevent the spread of this dangerous disease. This message was brought to you by Baja, OIRSA, AICA, USDA, and the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security, and Enterprise.
We are the Public Utilities Commission. Since 1999, we have regulated Belize's electricity, water, and telecommunication sectors, ensuring quality services at reasonable rates for consumers. A lot has changed since our establishment in 1999, and so have we. To reflect our evolution and future-focused vision, we are proud to introduce our new identity, where the blend of colors show our balanced and inclusive approach to regulation, where innovation, sustainability, and trust are all equally important. Orange represents the telecommunications sector and symbolizes innovation and connectivity. Green reflects the energy sector, sustainability, and national growth. Blue represents the water sector, highlighting trust, stability, and life-sustaining resources. White symbolizes transparency and accountability, core principles of the PUC. We are the Public Utilities Commission, transitioning to a new look, but our core values remain the same: accountability, excellence, integrity, innovation, and professionalism. Our logo is more than a design. It is our visual commitment to continue to serve the people of Belize with transparency, competence, and professionalism. We are the Public Utilities Commission.
Your government is taking back ownership of our hydro dams and power generation plants, and all shares held in BEL by the foreign-owned Fortis. Belizean assets in the hands of Belizeans. fully Belizean owned and managed with all local employees. Our nation's premier source of clean power generation is now in our hands. Revenues made in Belize will now stay in Belize. Remember, energy security equals economic independence. Your government continues to put Belizeans first.
Police rescued a woman who was allegedly held captive and raped repeatedly by her ex-boyfriend. A few weeks ago, we told you about a teacher in the Corozal district who was accused of rape and sexual assault against a student. Well, tonight it's a principal that stands accused, and the student he allegedly abused is 13. A 17-year-old from the Belize district told police that her father had touched her inappropriately in a sexual manner in July before he raped her at their home on the day school opened.
Real men don't beat up women. Real men don't prey on children. Real men don't abuse and rape and terrorize. Real men uplift women and protect children. It's time to break the cycle. Time to end the violence. It starts with us.
Infrastructure that impacts lives, provides opportunities, and enables the growth of communities and country. That has been the constant mission of the MIDH. The upgrading of the Guinea Grass Road has forged a vital link between the vibrant and productive communities of Shipyard, Guinea Grass, and the rest of Belize, which allows the smooth movement of goods and services. The transformation provided by meaningful infrastructure is very real.
We had really been struggling to transport these hoses on these roads, right? Since we have all the holes in the roads and stuff like that. We do not have that issue anymore, right? So but now when we are delivering a hose, it comes to its location in a 100% complete product, right?
Before this highway came into place, this Tower Hill to Guinea Grass highway, there was a lot of bad things going on in terms of the road. It was bad. Potholes when it used to rain. People used to take a long time to come out and come into the village. And even teachers who are teaching here who have to commute find it very difficult to do their traveling every day.
Una gran diferencia. En el tiempo que estaba la carretera que no estaba pavimentada era demasiado polvo, demasiado. Y era como más despacio. Andabas como más lento porque pues no podías ir rápido. Pero ahorita es un gran beneficio, la mera verdad es. Yo creo que es lo mejor que el gobierno ha hecho. Yo estoy muy feliz, muy alegre con ello.
Well, now with this highway, now we have a lot of people, traversing the village. And our people in our village who have a small business like fast food, they're benefiting from that, no? Because people stop there in the morning, have their breakfast, and they go and continue their business.
Have business been increasing? Definitely, yeah. We have realized when it comes to our customers, right? So we do not have the problems anymore that customer would say if they would call in, okay, where are you located, right? And I would say, we're located entrance of Shipyard. And then they would say, okay, we have to travel the bad road or whatever. So that's not a question anymore.
In the past, I believe these students used to struggle, meaning going on the bus or traveling on pickup, and it took long, they reached late to their classes. But right now, the transportation is accessible and the highway is accessible. So from Guinea Grass to their destination, to Orange Rock, to the high schools in Orange Rock, it takes less time. Right now, I believe teachers, people smile because it only takes minutes to reach from Guinea Grass to Tower Hill.
with your news also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. Since news of his resignation broke on Monday, widespread speculation has surrounded the sudden departure of Orange Walk South ABEP Representative Honorable Jose Mai from cabinet and from his portfolio as Minister of Agriculture. Today, Prime Minister John Briceño addressed the issue directly, offering the first official explanation for Mai's exit. According to the Prime Minister, Mai requested a leave of absence from cabinet due to complications with his health. Briceño explained that Mai has been dealing with lingering issues stemming from a serious injury he sustained several months ago, and the increasing demands of his recovery made it difficult for him to continue carrying out his ministerial duties at full capacity.
I sincerely believe that Minister Mai, or former Minister Mai, or Honorable Mai, has been the best Minister of Agriculture Belize has ever seen, at least since 1981. And by any metrics, and you could speak to the people on the, in the industry, and all of them will tell you that he has been an excellent minister, and many of them, were very saddened by the fact that he had to leave. But many people don't know this, but I think over a year ago, he was riding a horse in his farm, and he fell and he hurt his back. And I know we were joking about it in cabinet all along that, try to ride horses when you know about what to do. And but we did not realize how bad it was, and it's been getting progressively worse. So he's saying that he probably will have surgery in his lower back, probably in Guatemala. And so he felt it's best for him to ask for a leave of absence, which I agreed to. But during that time, we have to have another minister. And so that's when I looked at around the table who we have, and Minister Ferguson being a deputy leader and also a senior in Parliament, being that he was first elected in 2003. I felt that it'd be easiest to bring someone that already has some experience of how a ministry works and keep the competent team that we already have in the ministry. I believe that would be the best way to have the least disruptions as possible within the ministry.
Briceño also moved swiftly to shut down circulating rumors that Mai's resignation was prompted by external pressure from the United States over alleged concerns involving activities at the Curacao Free Zone. The Prime Minister described those claims as entirely unfounded. He acknowledged that he does have concerns regarding certain operations at the Free Zone, but stressed that none of those concerns involve Mai, nor did they play any role in the minister's decision to step away from cabinet.
That's not true. I received no such report or suspicious report around Minister Mai. And so it was at no time, and you can check with the people at the embassy, at no time did they ask me or told me or suggested that Minister Mai should leave the cabinet. And so that certainly is not true. We do have concerns at the Free Zone, and it's something that we have been concerned for some time. A lot of Belizeans are not aware, but about 2 months ago, all trade came to a halt, both coming into Belize and going out of Belize because of the issues within the gangs on the other side, the infighting amongst them. And so we are very concerned, and likewise they are also concerned. As I always remind them whenever I meet any head of the U.S. Embassy, I remember the first meeting I had with, I think it was Leila in 2020, December of 2020, when she said, "What is it that keeps me up at night?" And I said, what keeps me up at night is the cartels on the Mexican side as they're coming closer and closer to the south, that we have to do everything possible to keep them out. And that is why I felt that in the configuration, it would be best if we could put the free zones on the enterprise with Home Affairs, because then the police will be working closer with the business people at the free zone, because even them have expressed concern. And we want to be able to keep the free zone going. We have about 1,500 Belizeans working there, and it have an active trade going between the two countries.
Presenia reiterated that Mike's request for time off was strictly a personal health matter and thanked him for his service during his tenure at the Ministry of Agriculture. Prime Minister John Presenia says the resignation of Honorable Hossein Mai from the Ministry of Agriculture has left a significant void in his administration. Speaking today, the Prime Minister described Mai as one of the most effective ministers of Agriculture in recent history, crediting him with spearheading key reforms and strengthening critical sectors during his tenure. Presenia acknowledged that Mai's departure has had an impact on the government's momentum in agriculture, a portfolio he said requires strong leadership and a steady hand. However, he expressed full confidence that the ministry will remain in capable hands.
We do have other people that we could also bring in, but you also need, to me, it's important to have this balance, and especially in the South, he being from a rural area, and just as important, sometimes as a minister, you give policy direction, and then what's important is that you have the people that can do the actual work. And presently, I believe that we have a very good, competent team, and Minister Mai has left a lot of work of where the ministry is going. So I believe that Minister Ferguson will be able to do a good job. Now, to do as better than Minister Mai or Honorable Mai, no, that's going to be a tough one for anybody. So let's put that. Let's leave that as that.
Belize Coast Guard officer 29-year-old Eusebio Espinosa Jr. is currently under investigation following the emergence of a video showing him assaulting a man with what appears to be a firearm during an incident in Orange Walk Town early on Sunday morning at the corner of Cinderella and Progress Street. It is understood that the 43-year-old man who was assaulted with a passenger in a vehicle whose driver suddenly swerved off the road, mounted the sidewalk, and knocked down a woman while also hitting a traffic sign before coming to a stop. In an effort to assist the woman, the 43-year-old man exited the vehicle. It was at this point that he allegedly heard someone shouting at the driver of the vehicle was about to be shot. The man reportedly tried to intervene, and that is when Eusebio Espinosa Jr. allegedly drew a black pistol and struck the individual twice in the face with the weapon. While Espinosa has been arrested, charges are yet to be levied against him. He is also facing disciplinary process from the Belize Coast Guard.
Once I get a copy of the charge sheet, then I would take a disciplinary course against him. This is standard operating procedure. Once a member of the Coast Guard is criminally charged, then there's an administrative process. Considering it involves a firearm, the disciplinary process may very well have him be interdicted from duty until that case is completed. Nonetheless, there are administrative charges that can be brought against him based on this incident, but we have not received that charge as yet, so we have not yet initiated any disciplinary process against him. We're waiting for that.
The injury sustained by the victim has been classified by medical professionals as wounding. While it largely flew under the radar, recent reports reaching our newsroom revealed that approximately 1 month ago, specifically on October 12th, the Belize Coast Guard conducted a significant interdiction operation. During the operation, a substantial quantity of suspected illegal goods was recovered on the riverbanks on the Belizean side of the Rio Hondo River outside the Corozal Commercial Free Zone perimeter. Authorities believe these items were being prepared for smuggling into Mexico. According to Rear Admiral Elton Bennett, the commandant of the Belize Coast Guard, ongoing efforts along Belize's northern frontier have become increasingly challenging. Over the past few months, the Coast Guard has intensified its patrols and operations throughout the entire northern border region, particularly around the Rio on the river and its surroundings, which serve as a key boundary area between Belize and Mexico.
The area of the free zone, as you would may know, has a perimeter fence that runs parallel to the Rio Hondo River. And by virtue of running along the river, the Coast Guard would be conducting operations in that area. So we're conducting patrols from the Consejo patrol base that night when we came across personnel and cargo on the riverbank of the Rio Hondo.
During the operation, 400 boxes of cigarettes, watches, and footwear were confiscated, but despite the efforts, the Coast Guard team was unable to apprehend any suspects as they all fled the scene. With the suspicion that the items originated from the Curacao Free Zone, there are concerns about the movement of goods in and out of the area, says Admiral Bennett.
Any activity that is determined illegal activity would draw the attention of the Belize Coast Guard. And in this case, up in the north, as I mentioned, we are very concerned about those players expanding their operations and possibly into the trade and customs goods. So this is very concerning for us, and hence the reason why we have increased our presence and our operations in the north. Now, this is not only a Coast Guard operation. We have been operating in the north jointly along with the police department and the Belize Defense Force. So we share intelligence, we conduct operations jointly together on a regular basis. Well, our closest base to that area is in Consejo. So it's only a few minutes by boat from Consejo to that location. I cannot speak to the presence of the other forces inside the free zone, but I want to believe that there is a security plan that includes Belize security agencies inside the free zone. I cannot speak to that. You have to have a word with them on how they are configured in order to protect the integrity of the free zone. What I can speak to is the external perimeters and the operations outside of the free zone.
The incident underscores the persistent challenges faced by Belizean authorities in maintaining security along the nation's northern border. Coming up next, water rates set to rise in Belize next year as PUC approves 13.5% increase. Stay tuned.
It is truly an honor to stand here today as a part of the cell phone repair training program. A program that has not only taught us a valuable technical skill, but also empower us as women to step into a field that is often seen as male-dominated. We learn how to open up phones, identify parts, common problems, and even fix these issues on our own. We have not only learned a new trade, but we have proven that women can do anything we set our minds to.
I am forever grateful for this experience. This course was amazing, and I bet these ladies have that knowledge now, and nobody's gonna take away that knowledge that we have.
So it's an opportunity for you to start to figure out the way forward and to be able to market to your community.
When women are empowered and they're productive, they produce, GDP grows, and we're all more productive and better off as an entire country. So they're investing in you, and they fully expect that you guys are going to go out and work and make your community better, make your families better, and then the country as a consequence is going to be so much better because of your hard work. I want to thank you for believing in yourself, for having the confidence to at least attempt something new. And in the future, I want you to continue to take chances, to challenge yourself, not to underestimate what you can do and try new things. Because a lot of times, people need just one chance.
Shop smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal. Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize, knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
No matter how green the grass is over there, you belong here with us.
Welcome to the overworld.
Anything you can dream about here?
Some things are gonna come out about me. I can't live with it no more.
Put a track lock on itself. Who moves, I want to know.
Hoy te vamos a contar un cuento basado en una historia real. Chao Dengue, capítulo 1. Síntomas del dengue. Había una vez una familia que, sin saberlo, llevaba consigo un visitante no deseado. No era un monstruo ni un fantasma, pero sí algo que podía debilitar su cuerpo y robarle la energía. Pronto llegaron la fiebre, acompañada de dolor de cabeza, principalmente detrás de los ojos, dolor de cuerpo, náuseas y un sarpullido que se enrojecía por su piel. ¿Qué debían hacer en ese momento? Lo primero era no caer en la automedicación. En la mente del padre resonaban las palabras de los expertos. La clave está en buscar ayuda temprana. Así que, sin dudarlo, se dirigió a la unidad de salud más cercana, donde le brindaron la atención necesaria. Pero la historia no termina ahí. Si alguien en su familia también enfrentaba la misma situación, era enviado a su hogar con una lista de recomendaciones para ser cuidado allí. El reposo se convertía en su mejor escudo y la hidratación en su arma más poderosa. Abundante líquido y, sobre todo, sales de rehidratación oral serían sus aliados en la recuperación. La familia aprendió que la acción temprana podía marcar la diferencia para que esta historia tenga un final feliz. Y colorín colorado, la salud hay que cuidarla en todos lados.
Is your internet struggling to reach every corner of your home? Say goodbye to dead zones. Introducing Villo, your ultimate solution for seamless internet coverage. Whether you're streaming, gaming, working from home, or scrolling through social media, Villo delivers a fast, reliable Wi-Fi where you need it most. As a valued Centaur internet customer, you can be one of the first to access Villo free of cost. For more information, call 380-0101.
Prime Minister John Brissenden today announced what is expected to be final round of cabinet adjustments, capping off a tumultuous week marked by rapid changes at the ministerial level. This latest reshuffle comes after Henry Charles Usher publicly declined the powerful Home Affairs portfolio and later the resignation of former Agriculture Minister Jose Mai. In the updated configuration, the Prime Minister has reassigned two of the government's most powerful ministries. Honorable Oscar Mira has been appointed Minister of Home Affairs and Enterprise, bringing stability to a ministry that saw two unexpected shakeups in less than a week. Meanwhile, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson takes over as Minister of Agriculture, Food Security and New Growth Industries following Mai's abrupt departure. Another key shift sees Honorable Florencio Marin Jr. returning to his former post as Minister of National Defense and Border Security, restoring familiar leadership to a ministry responsible for national security and territorial integrity. Alongside these high-profile changes, the Prime Minister maintained the rest of the cabinet mainly unchanged, with his ministry now left with two ministries of state, including Honorable Dolores Balderramos Garcia in the office of the PM and Honorable Osmond Martinez in the Ministry of Economic Transformation. Honorable Alex Balona remains as the Minister of State in the Ministry of Agriculture. Much controversy has surrounded the recent shakeup within the Briceño administration, with Belizeans openly questioning the motivation behind the rapid series of changes. But following an extended cabinet meeting earlier today, Prime Minister John Briceño moved to reassure the public, insisting that the latest reassignments are not signs of internal turmoil. PM Briceño explained that despite public speculation, the adjustments do not reflect problems within his government. Instead, he said the shifts comes as the administration marked its fifth year in office, a natural milestone that prompted what he described as small, necessary changes to maintain momentum.
Don't think I would not describe it as a what's your word, a big reconfiguration of the cabinet. Just slight changes. Any former prime minister will tell you that from time to time you want to take a look at what's going on and where you can make certain adjustments, where you can improve in the work that we're doing. And then at the 5-year point, I think it was a good time to be able to sit back and see what kind of changes we can make.
The Prime Minister also addressed the high discussed decision by Minister Henry Charles Usher to decline the reassignment to the portfolio of Home Affairs. Despite speculation, the PM says that Usher's refusal was not due to disagreement or dissatisfaction, but out of a desire to remain at the helm of the Ministry of the Public Service.
I did meet with Minister Usher and I presented him the portfolio of Home Affairs and Enterprise. And initially, he immediately said, I have some big issues going on in the public service that I still want to work, and I wonder if whoever you're going to put there will be able to continue to address those issues. And then he came back that very afternoon, early in the afternoon, to tell me, Prime Minister, again, at the end of the day, it's my decision as Prime Minister to put him wherever he wants. But he was asking that he would rather if he would be able to stay in the public service ministry, because he has spent a lot of work, probably about 2 or 3 years, in trying to kind of reconstruct the different pay scales in the ministries. A work that we've been doing with a consultant, also with full consultation with the Public Service Union, and to move it from about 30 to about 20 to about 5 of them, and some other important issues, digitizing the entire record keeping of every single public officer, where every single public officer will then have access to their records on real time, and that whenever they change from one ministry to ministry, you will no longer be taking a piece of a file, but basically it's going to be done digitally. So there's a number of huge initiatives that he wanted to take in place. So he came back and said, would you reconsider? I would rather see where I am. And then I said, fine, I'll certainly give it consideration. So as to where you get that days later he came back, there's no such thing.
According to the Prime Minister, Usher believes he still has significant work to complete within that ministry, and the cabinet respected his wish to stay on and continue those efforts. While Prime Minister John Briceño has described the recent changes in cabinet as minor, necessary adjustments as his administration enters its fifth year in office, the opposition is not convinced. Today, opposition leader Honorable Tracy Panton sounded the alarm, accusing the government of attempting to mask what she characterizes as major disrepair within the Briceño administration. Panton argued that the rapid succession of reassignments and rejected appointments and resignation of key players in government signals deeper instability and internal discord. According to the opposition leader, Belizeans are right to question why key ministries such as agriculture and home affairs have seen sudden and unexpected changes within days of each other.
Uh, our democracy is in peril. Our citizen security, our sense of security as an all-time low. There is growing mistrust in our public institutions for a good reason. And now we see a destabilizing, if you will, of this administration, who received an overwhelming mandate from the people to govern us in the next 5 years. We have just arrived at the 1 year mark of this new administration, and so it is deeply concerning, the corruption, and I've never seen it as blatant as it is now evident. So much so that we have the resignation of a senior minister of government on the heels of not only a reshuffle, but a remix of the reshuffle. It's not a joke, and it has to be deeply concerning for all of us.
Consumers can expect higher water bills starting next year after the Public Utilities Commission (PUC) granted approval for a rate increase for Belize Water Services Limited (BWSL). The approval adjustment will see a 13.5% hike in the company's mean water rate (MWR), marking a significant, though smaller, increase than the 20% requested by BWSL. In its official notice, the PUC explained that this increase will translate to an approximate 5.5% rise in the average monthly bill for customers. One of the key changes involves replacing the current flat rate of $8.72 for water usage up to 1,000 gallons with a per gallon charge. The move aims to promote a fairer billing system, especially benefiting customers with lower water consumption. The regulatory body also approved a substantial capital expenditure plan totaling $130 million. This investment aims to improve water infrastructure, enhance production capacity, bolster energy efficiency, and strengthen security measures. Additionally, $20 million will be allocated to expanding water supply and storage facilities in Placencia, Key Caulker, and San Pedro to accommodate growing populations in these areas. While household water rates will increase, the PUC clarified that other administrative fees will remain unchanged. The organization also did not make a ruling on commercial water rates, which fall under the jurisdiction of the National Integration Water Resources Authority. This decision follows a comprehensive review of BWSL's 2026 full tariff review proceedings, which include public consultations and detailed evaluations of the company's technical and financial data. Furthermore, BWSL has been authorized to raise contributions for water, being extensions with limits set at $6,000 on the mainland and $10,000 on the islands. The vessel International Star, operated by Belize Water Taxi, ran aground just off the shoreline of San Pedro Tongue on Sunday evening. At the time, the boat was carrying 38 passengers and 2 crew members. The incident occurred after the vessel had departed from Chatamal earlier in the day en route to Kikaker with a stopover in San Pedro. Fortunately, no injuries were reported, but the event has raised concerns about safety protocols and navigational hazards in the area.
We received information from a local fisherman that came to the base at San Pedro late on Sunday night that a vessel ran aground that was transporting passengers. This was a water taxi that was moving from, I believe, from San Pedro to Chatamal, from Chatamal into Belize. So the vessel was grounded and we immediately deployed. It wasn't a far distance from our operating base in San Pedro at all. So we immediately went over. We assisted the individuals to move from that vessel that was grounded onto another vessel that was provided by the water taxi company and put them on board, and they were ferried to safety. We're glad that no one was seriously injured during that accident.
And there is more news after the break. Stay tuned.
Personally, I want to thank the GOB, Government of Belize, for giving Ecumenical College its fair share of these Chromebooks.
We used to get our work done and learn on the typewriter. In the last 25 years, we have seen a complete transformation.
It is my esteemed pleasure to give a heartfelt thank you to the Ministry of Education and most notably to the Minister of Education, Mr. Rekenya, and his team for this tremendous donation to our school and our students. Please note that this gesture speaks volume to your dedication to our education system.
Basketball fans, the NBA season is back and more electrifying than ever.
Forever.
Witness every battle, every dunk, and every overhead and back pass with Centaur's Express Plus app. This season is a must-watch event packed with heart-stopping moments and unforgettable plays. Don't miss out. Stream all the action live on the Centaur's Express Plus app.
Hey, drop James Harden's ass!
Express Plus, your front row seat to the 2025 NBA season.
Oh man, one more scroll and my data is done.
Wait, who said anything about running out? Smart just dropped a more powerful plan that now includes social media data, so you can scroll till your fingers cramp. Enjoy free social media data now included in our Flex Choice and Select postpaid plans. Visit any Smart showroom to sign up today because connectivity just got even better. Smart, bringing people together.
Cellular World 21st anniversary is here and we're celebrating big. We've lined up 21 incredible offers on the products you love the most. Get the coolest smartphone starting at just $109 or go premium with Samsung and Apple deals you can't miss. Upgrade your home with a new 55, 65 or 75-inch smart TV at an unbelievable price and make every night a movie night or take the party anywhere with a new JBL grip speaker and Samsung headphones, all with a 1-year warranty and the special anniversary price. Plus, enjoy incredible discounts on laptops, printers, and office equipment, perfect for home or work. Thank you for being with us for 21 years. Belize, now celebrate with us for all the years to come. Visit Cellular World today in Belize City, Belmopan, Orange Walk, and San Pedro.
Get the most out of your internet with Centaur's ExpressNet. Are you ready to supercharge your online experience?
When connecting to your Velo Mesh device, make sure you're linked to our blazing fast 5 GHz frequency. Why 5 GHz? Faster speeds at a shorter range. 5 GHz is perfect for use in smaller spaces where speed is your top priority. As for the 2.4 GHz, while connection may travel farther, it can lead to slower performance. Remember, choose 5 GHz for your devices and experience the difference instantly. ExpressNet, bringing you the best speeds for the ultimate online experience. For more information, contact us at 380-0101.
Belize continues to be represented at COP30. Deputy Chief Climate Change Officer Sumit Betancourt represented Belize at the session on advance and results of the Regional Center for Transparency of Climate Action in Central America and the Dominican Republic. He highlighted Belize's leadership in hosting the Regional Transparency Hub, a platform that continues to strengthen MRV systems, GHG inventories, and data-driven climate policy across SECA region. His intervention underscored the importance of regional collaboration, institutional capacity building, and peer-to-peer knowledge exchange in advancing credible and impactful climate action. Belize's engagement extended across multiple fronts, with Aida Sosa contributing to a panel on loss and damage in small island states, alongside representatives from Vanuatu and the Maldives, and Mrs. Shania Young, bringing attention to the role of early warning systems for SIDS. Belize's marine conservation leader Beverly Wade has been awarded the prestigious Order of the British Empire, OBE, in recognition of her decades of dedicated service. The Ministry of Blue Economy and Marine Conservation praised Wade for her transformative work in sustainable fisheries management and her unwavering leadership in protecting Belize's marine environment. The award was formally presented during the visit of Her Royal Highness Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, reflecting the international respect Wade has earned for her contributions. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Thursday, November 28th, here on CTV3 and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at CTV3BelizeNews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at Facebook.com, CTV3 Belize News, or our YouTube channel at CTV3 News BZ. From all of us here at CTV3, happy and safe Garifuna Settlement Day. Thank you for watching and listening. Good night.